similar to last week. Last week, we created the company table. This week, we are going to create another two tables called trades and prices. You can see, and maybe you can remember last week as well. When you're creating a table, you have to define the field name, that means the column name and the column type and the column size. So we have like a company ID, short text, it's a text message, sorry, text value and 5 characters. And the field name is the trade and it's a short text and 20 characters. Number of employee, number, byte mean 0 to 255 size number. If you can't remember these data types and field sizes, you can go back to last week, week 7, and you can find the data type access database. So when you click on that link, you can see what are the available data types inside Microsoft Access database software. Short text, the usage and size, and the long text, number and large number, date and time, currency, and likewise different data types are there. And if you go to the number size in the Access databases, that second link, if you go down as example byte, you can see 4 integers that range from 0 to 255. So if you want to using a number between 0 and 255 without a negative, so you can using the byte as a size of the number. If you want to using a little bit larger number, like up to 32,000, and also you can use in minus and plus, negative and positive values, you can use in integer. If you want to go in up to, I think, 2 billion, minus, negative and positive, so you can use in long integer like things. So you have to use in proper field size for particular columns. If you keep the smaller amount, you can't put all the detail there. As example, if you put name is maybe only short text 10, maybe person with the name is more than 10 characters, you can't put in all the name characters there. So he or she name coming into the system as a part of it. And same way, if you give a very large area as example, my previous one, name size is the 1,000 characters. You are keeping a space for the 1,000 character and wasting the database performance. So you must think about what is the data type and the field size when you're creating a table. So today you have to create the two tables, trade and prices. We'll do that one. And after that, we will learn another really valuable concept inside the databases called relationships. Relationships is the relationship between different tables and values. We will think about a very simple example. When you submit the assignment, there is a table, very simple example, this one. There may be a table called student. There may be a table called assessment submission. So there is a relationship who submit which assignment. So that is a link. Similar way, think about previous question about group assignment. So assignment submit by the group member. Now there is a no link to you and the assignment. How we can create that one? Student to group, and there is a group to the assignment. So there is a link between student and the assignment as well. That type of the relationship can enable to the relationships option. So there are, when you go into detail level, there are some kind of different type of relationship, one-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many. So these are a little bit high level, like a technical concept. One-to-one relationship, very simply think about, there is a table called countries. There's another table called percent prime ministers. So country has a one prime minister. One prime minister can represent one country, like a relationship is a one-to-one. One-to-many is something like a lecturer, or there may be some kind of lecturer can do the multiple lectures and lecture. Okay, it's not a good one. Maybe student and the degree program, you can follow only one degree program at a time, but the degree program can have a multiple student. That is one and n relationship. Many-to-many relationship as like student and the subject. Student can follow multiple subject. subject can have multiple students. So you don't have to worry about these things, but I explain just for your knowledge. Very simple to think about relationships are how two different data sets are combining and having a meaningful uh, context about that particular information sets. And finally, we will learn about how to create report by using queries or creating reports. So those are the things we are going to do today, plus creating additional tables and forms. I will keep this one in the side of my uh, monitor, and I will open today's tutorial file. It's not opening. I will save this one with the new name for today's class one. I will save this one as I think this security issue. Maybe that's the reason. I will change the permission. Just 1 second. Most probably, if you have that type of issue, you can take the properties and using unblock and press OK. Because sometimes your security control in your operating system can block some files, mainly with the macros or some kind of the little bit programming like capabilities.
So I've got a question. I'm just
Yes.
trying to quickly understand something quickly.
Mhm.
If I can share my screen quickly, is that okay?
Yes,
It's
sure, definitely. I will list off my one.
it's not related to this content, but I just don't understand this.
Please.
Okay, so for variation, yeah, to get the variation, you do equals random between, and then
Yep.
what do you do for bottom and top?
Yes.
5%?
Not the percent. It's a numbers. So you can put in like maybe 5 to 15 or minus 10,000 to plus 10,000 or something.
Really?
Yeah,
So
you have to change that one,
yeah,
not the percentage. So select that column. Sorry, cell. No, go down.
yep,
Yes, change that one percentage to the number.
to the number.
Yeah,
This thing's in the model.
drop down one. It's yep.
Yeah, to number. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you can change that one. You use just like 5 to 15. Maybe if you put the minus 500 to plus 10,000, just put negative
Minus
number as well.
500 to
Maybe 10,000 or something like larger range.
10,000. And then do I do enter?
Yep, you can see.
Oh, what? Why did that happen? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. If you drag that one, you can see the different numbers now.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
but variation does not go
Yeah.
into a percentage, correct?
No,
Okay.
it's a value.
Okay.
It's a
Thank you.
dollar. Yeah, it's actually you can change it to dollar, actual finance currency. rather than number.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically for the initial cost, I
Yeah.
add these two up.
Yeah, you can change it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I add these two up.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, okay, easy. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will share my screen back. When you open your today's access file, you can see the company details. So this is your company details last week, what we created that company details table. If you right click and go to design view, maybe you can remember. Sorry, yeah, I have to change it a little bit. Yeah, company ID, short text, and size, likewise thing. And we created a couple of queries. If you can remember, it's simply like a virtual tables, but queries is more than that, but we can learn later those things. But currently it's something like a combining or simply picking up whatever the necessary columns and creating a virtual tables with the limited columns. Or if you want to select in particular rows with the condition, like as an example, your company dealing with the multiple project in all the state, but if you want to filter for the particular view only for the NSW projects, something like that, with the particular columns and particular rows, filtering can be done through queries. And also we created the GUI, graphical user interface, to enter data and retrieve data. Or if you want to change some data inside here, as example, if I want to remove that, this one as A1, that's dealing only concrete, not the plumbing. So if I want to change that company name, rename, something like that, if you want something. So if I go there now, you can see there's no plumbing word here. So updating, add, update, and delete all those things can be done through graphical user interface called forms. Last week, what we did those things. Today, we are going to create the new table called trades with these field. I will go through those step by step. You can follow. If you want more time, please tell me. Go to the Create tab in top ribbon. In here, you can, under Create, you can click Table Design. When you click on it, you can see what are the field names, that means the column names, and data types and descriptions. If you want description, we don't need to put the description. And bottom area, you can put the field size. First item is a company ID, first column name. Data type is short text. You can see here, field size is 5. Short text, field size is 5. Second one is trade, short text, 20. Number of employee, it's a number, byte. If you can remember previous slide show, byte is a number between 0 to 255. So maximum value you can enter for this field now is a 255. Job size is a currency. License is a short text, 15 characters. Rating, number 5, and byte. Sorry, this is number and byte. Last project, short text 50 characters. Comments, short text 50 characters. When you define all the column names, data types, and the data size, another thing we have to do, we have to define the primary key. When you're creating a table inside the database, so we have to define primary key. If you can remember, we discussed what is primary key during last tutorial as well. Primary key is a unique identifier for any data set. As example, inside the university environment, your student ID can be defined as a primary key, because when you are using that student ID, we can find your name, address, what are subject you enroll, what are your previous grades, what are submission you did or didn't. All those kind of things can be tracked through this number, like maybe driving license number for the person, or maybe a passport number, or maybe a subject code. Those kind of primary identification for the particular data set we call as a primary key. In here, our company is a primary key. Company ID is a primary key. You can select here by click that the primary key or key icon in the database design tab. Under that ribbon area tools, you can click here, or else you can right click and pick primary key. Then you can see there is a key icon here. Now we can save our table as trades. Now we have one table. We can create our second table now, prices. Then I will first define the column names, company ID, short text, 5, hourly rate, sorry, currency. You must pick proper data type for each field. Availability, short text, 20. I will come first. Cost code, number, byte, and you can define company ID as a primary key, and you can save this one as a prices. Yes, go ahead.
So you free?
Sorry?
So you good to talk or no?
You want to talk about the tutorial or assessment?
Just got a question about how to do this thing on here, but if I can wait till after the class.
Yes, if you have the assessment, we'll discuss after these tutorial things.
No problem.
Yep, thank you so much for understanding. Okay, we created our second table as well. So we have a prices table, we have a trades table. For the moment, I will just copy and paste data from our Excel sheet to here, but that is not the best way. We will learn how to import from the external data. And if you want to export those database into the Excel or something, we can learn that one. But for the moment, I will just open the relevant table and I will copy my data set and I will paste there, but this is not the proper way to do that one. Okay, so I will save this one and close, and I will go to file prices and copy my prices data, and I will paste there. We will learn later how to import and export from the external sources, not today class. Now we have company, prices, and trade tables. However, there is no relationship between these tables like Excel sheet. But one of the most powerful concepts inside the database is the relationships. How we can create the relationship among these tables? You can go to the database tools and click on relationships. You can see what are the available your tables. Some case, if you can't see this one, I will a little bit increase it. You can drag and drop particular table into the relationship panel area. For my case, I can see all three tables. I want to connect company ID and the trade ID, company ID matching here. How I can do, as previously I showed, you can drag and drop company ID from company details table to trades table. we are going to establish relationship between company and trades because we have a common column name company ID, our primary keys. So we can link these two as the relationship key for our purpose. And same way, trade and the prices. There is a company, so we can using a trades company ID, prices company ID, so we can create that one. Now you can see there is a link between tables. That means we have a relationship among these tables. I will save this one and close. Now when I open my company details, can you see there is some plus mark? Previously it was not there. Now you can see company and their trades. So whatever you open, you can see the company and trades relationship. And same as if you go to prices, you can see what are the prices and those trades as well. So now we have a relationship between three tables. Do you want more time to do that one? Or shall I proceed? The next step is we can create queries. You can go to query design. If you can remember last week, we created a couple of queries by using a same table with only selecting particular columns or creating some kind of the criteria to select suburb. Now in here, I want to create the new query, new virtual table with the multiple tables. Think about, I want using a company details, prices, and trades as well. I will rearrange a little bit nice way, and I will increase the sizes. Think if you want to create the new virtual table with the company ID, company name, maybe contact name, phone number, and also you want trade and license and our rate, availability, like information. So I can save this one as I will write that one as a combined table query. Close this one. When I open this one, can you see company ID, company name, contact person, and phone number? These are coming from company details table. Trade and license coming from trade and license coming from trade table, and prices coming from our rate and availability coming from prices table. Our rate and availability. So you can see now how relationship can enable some kind of links between tables and how you can use in queries to combine those information and making a virtual information. Now, if you want to create a new form, graphical user interface, or enter the data into the system or retrieve data back. So you can create the form, go to create tab, under form area, click on form wizard. That is the easiest way. In here, go to this drop down menu. You can see tables, company details, prices, trades. You can select either one or many tables, and also you can pick queries as well. In this case, I will pick a query, combined table query. And if you want, you can add one by one or multiple, or you can select and you can remove something. If you don't want availability, you can remove something. So totally up to you to pick what are the columns you want to display here inside the form view. We'll finish this one. Now you can see a new graphical user interface showing the company ID name, contract name, phone number, trade license, and things in here. If you want to edit this one, you can go to design view. I think you want to reduce this area size. And if you want to change the font color, those kind of things you can do here. Or if you want, you can using a right side panel area as well. So you can pick the text width and all those things are there. I will save this one for the moment. Okay, I think I'm in the wrong place at the moment. Create wizard. There's a little bit permission issue. Go to combine tables and all finish. I will try to save different. We'll give a different name. We'll see. Create wizard. I will close this one and open. I think I have a permission issue. I took the older one. Make that relationships first. Create the query as well. That's work. And I want to create the form now. Form wizard. There's some kind of permission issue can give in. We'll try now. Yeah, unfortunately there's some issue. I will show the without saving this one. If you want to change this one in the some kind of additional settings, like it's hard to visualize in here, but I will show you how you can see this one. If you want some kind of that type of data area, you can change the font and the alignment and all those color like things. In addition to that, you can see there is just a border here. But if you want to enforce those kind of things a different way, like in here, format, normally it show as a flat. But if you want to raise like emboss effect, so you can see like a white color, like a 3D effect lightly. This is when you save that one, you can visible. Unfortunately, I have to take a little bit time to navigate what is the security permission issue with my computer. So I don't want to waste your time for that one. If you have any technical issue similar to that one, I will provide the solution for that later. And if you want this one as embed like a sunk, you can see it is now inside like a little bit going in inside your computer like. So you can do those kind of changes here. And another things, you can create the report. So you can using a report wizard and using a query. You can go next and making a report as well. Or another way you can create the report. I'm not sure this one can save it. It's also having a saving issue with this file. Think you want to create the report with the multiple table as well. Company, I will pick the name, maybe contact person. Prices, hourly rate, availability, cost code, and trade. I want using trade and license. You can see I pick detail from the 3 different tables. And when I create that one, you can see a nice report coming out of this system. How it combined the same way, what it happened, these relationship combine all the information to get together and make a nice report outcome. So sorry about I can't save the form and the report, but hope you see the how to create the report. Just you have to do only save and giving a name for that one. Unfortunately, I can't do with this file. What you have to do is right click and save and give a report name for this report, like a basic company details or whatever the name you want to give for that report. So those are the steps you have to follow for today's tutorial. The video is available, all the steps, including that one, and I will post this one as well. If you have any issue related to your tutorial, please feel free to email me, not limited to tutorial, as well as assignment related matters or something. Please email me. I'm happy to help you regarding that one. And do you have any question related to tutorial?